Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about ZUTA distortion pedal. Yes indeed, ZUTA's distortion pedal. First, the gear and signal chain. Again, one of my ESP Japan custom shop ESPs. The signature there. So yeah, 81, 85 pickups. Then the signal goes to the distortion pedal and the power is coming from ZUTA's ström power, device. Then it goes to my pedal board, but there's nothing on, it's just the way I routed this stuff. From the board it goes to CYHRA Audio Electronics amp switcher, and the only amp I'm using on this one is Marshall's JZN 2000 TSL 100 triple super lead. Now it's on the clean channel, then back to CYHRA, then to my Marshall vintage cab, and I'm miking one of the vintage speakers with Sennheiser's E906 and MD421 microphones, then into Warm Audio's mic pre and into Logic. So the clean sound is this. It's a great clean channel on the GSL. So distortion pedal. Distortion is a bit different than overdrive, because overdrives are designed to overdrive the amp, whether it's a clean amp or overdriven amp, but to push the amp's preamp tubes into distortion, saturation, or mild breakup, whatever you want. Distortion, instead, the overdrive and the distortion is generated inside a pedal. Like this one is a, if I remember correct, it uses like a FET transformers or FET whatever circuit to create the distortion. I'll put the links on ZUTA's website where there's a very detailed information about this pedal, so you can see. First, let's go through the pedal. There's two mods, the green mod and the red mod. As you can see, there's a little bit hiss because I don't have any gates or anything on. So the green mod is a little bit more mid-focused, more vintage, if you will. The red mod is a bit more scooped and there's a bit more top and bottom, more modern. Then there's your tone control. The contour, it's a mid shift kind of contour. It shifts the mid frequency, the kind of the behavior of the pedal will go there. That gain is pretty self-explanatory. Actually it's distortion, more distortion, less distortion. Volume, that's just you can dial the volume between clean and your distorted tone so that they, whatever you like. And the mode it has 4 different modes, and they all make this pedal sound a little bit different in general. So the first dot, there's like less gain, less everything. The second more, third, and the fourth one, which I have now, that's the most. And then you can shape it, obviously, the amount of gain with the gain knob. So let's just dial this. To me, really good and inspiring sound. So the clean, well, that was the overdrive. Now the clean. This is I'm not usually big fan of distortion pedals, although I've always had one with me on tours, because you'll never know if your own gear breaks and then you need to use a rental amp, or back in the day when we used rental amps, like, you know, 800s. Sometimes they weren't quite, so I just dialed a clean sound into the low input and then used a distortion pedal. I've used the Friedman BO, the EVH 5150 pedal, Wagner's the red pedal. Most of them are labeled overdrives, but they're basically distortion pedals because you generate the overdrive and distortion inside the pedal. And it's really natural. To me, many times distortion pedals into a clean amp, but like now, they sound kind of artificial and cold, because obviously the distortion isn't really happening inside the amp with the tubes, but it's happening inside the pedal with whatever design stuff manufacturers use. But this is really natural. Really cool. Okay, let's stick with this, and I show you the controls, what they do, and then let's switch the modes and the 4 modes and the mod knob. So the tone. Very powerful tone control, you know, more bite, less bite. The contour, you know, all the way to right, it's kind of less lows, less highs, more mids. Now it's like no mids and just bottom and top. The way I like to dial is where it just kind of zzz happens, that it adds the body. There. Gain. Lots of gain. And the volume was, you know, the volume, and obviously the volume also affects a little bit, you know, how the amp behaves, because if you really crank that, even on the clean channel, the tubes will break up a bit, but then the volume between your clean and distorted tone may be a bit too big. So the way I dial it, just where it's kind of unison, or maybe the overdrive or distortion a little bit higher. And then the different modes. So now we are on the kind of highest gain setting. Let's go back to 1. Okay, adds a bit more bite. That's how it goes. Cool, bad boys. 3, a bit more bite, more distortion. The 4th one. even more. Cool. Okay, and then let's switch the mode. Check out what happens. More modern, the mix kinda gets cooled a little bit, adds a lot more top. There's a bit too much top. Let's. It's been a while since I played with that, but something like that. That was blackened, but clearly more kind of modern school boogie style, Metallica style sound. All kind of like, you know, trashy. So okay, back to the green. You hear a lot more mix. yeah, both mods work really well. The green is maybe a bit more my taste, kind of Marshall-like. The red one was a bit more a scoop, kind of boogie style, lots of lows and lots of highs. And this pedal board, this is kind of his holy rail thing. So most of his pedals are set like this, so you can, put them here in the rail. It's very handy. They're there, and then it's just close. And this is also really cool idea to have pedals like this, and then you can carry many of your boards, and that's it. Great invention. You don't need a tape or Velcro or anything to keep your pedals, handy and tidy. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, one thing. Let's actually. Now I've used this in a clean amp, but let's put the crunch channel on and let's see if we can use this as a kind of like overdrive boost. So this is now the crunch channel, kind of this JSM 800 style sound. Let's add the more contour, kind of more mid boost. It's a bit too much gain. I think the number one is maybe the 2. Yeah, a bit more white. There's a lot more gain on tap, but still this kind of cleanish tone that or mildly overdriven, that cleans nicely. Conclusion. Great distortion pedal. Works into a clean amp. Absolutely fantastic. Works also really well, like you heard, as a overdrive/boost pedal in front of an already overdriven amp. So really versatile pedal. Check out the links in the description below. Strong recommendation for all Baskin ZUTA stuff. Quite new Swedish company. Great stuff. Thanks for watching. Until next time, all the best. Bye.